Alright, so we got that in. So I want to show the inside. So I ripped all this out. You may or may not have to go this far, but I feel like it's just a couple extra volts and it saved me from smashing my head off of the metal bar, so I took all those pieces out. Let me see. So you can see here the 4 bolts for the, I guess, the air duct and the metal plate. It's 10 millimeters. I got them down here. They're the ones with the big washers. And then these ones with the smaller washers are also 10s. They hold the fuse box plastic piece with the, I believe it's OBD2 port and your little accessory light. And oh yeah, the metal plate piece also has this little air duct thing. It clips in here on the sides, and to pull it out, I like kind of angled it through the hole it fits in, and I was able to get it out. Kind of squished the foam a little bit, but hopefully it's not a big deal. You might be able to pull the line off too, but I wasn't exactly sure how that comes off, so I just did it that way. Just be careful though, because there's a wiring harness attached to it. When you lower it, you could potentially break that. It does plug in here if you wanted to unclip it. And then you have 3 little, there's 4, wait, 2, I believe, 2 holding the plastic piece with the fuse panel one, and then they're both underneath. And then you have 3 7mm that hold the like a little plastic trim piece at the very base. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this part was kind of tricky since there's not a lot of space. You have your guide rod there, so this piece will slip onto that as the brake pedal. This kind of moves freely, so you can line it up as needed. I already checked in the rod to see it looked like it was at the right length when I compared it to the old one. So there's basically just a piece of foam and a clip that goes on with this. So that's the foam, and then the little metal clip is at the head of my screwdriver there. It kind of just grips on there. You'll see if yours has one. It just grabs onto that little nub at the end. It holds the foam in place. So there's basically 4 studs inside. You can see the upper left and the right, and then you got one up there. It's the top right, and the bottom left, I don't think I could even get in the frame, but it's right behind the steering column tube. And what I did is I took my right hand and compressed it while I put an extension and a socket on it. And that one's probably the hardest, and I started with that one. Luckily that wasn't very tight. So one more thing while I'm under here. If you are wondering if I could even get in there, you can see the top left one out there. There's both. That holds the whole brake pedal assembly on. I believe they're 14mm. I could not get my hand in there. I did get a ratchet on it, but there was literally no wiggle room between the steering column, and again on that side it's hitting all the brackets, so I couldn't get that loose. I was thinking about taking it off because the booster was kind of stuck in there, and I was like, hey, if I get this bracket out, it won't be gripping the studs as much. But I decided it would probably be very difficult to reinstall the brake pedal, so I opted not to go that route. But basically what I used for all these was 1/4" extension with a 15mm deep socket. And I know the 15mm and 1/4" is very hard to find. And then I used a 3/8 It's a 1/4 inch adapter to put it on a regular 3/8 ratchet to break it loose. From there I just used my impact and zipped it off because the threads are kind of long. These are the nuts that hold on the booster. Again, what was I gonna say? So the bottom right is definitely the easiest. I'm gonna try and show how I routed these. So, let's see. So this one actually fits nicely right through here. For the top one, you kind of go in between the steering column, and then for the top right, it was the way I went. Boy, it's hard to show it right there. So if you stick the extension in here, you can get it right in on top of the brake switch area through here. I found that to be a pretty straight shot. And obviously the bottom right, you could get a regular 3/8 in there. There's so much room for that one, but the other three, not so much. The top one, you might be able to get a 3/8. But since I had the 1/4 inch for the very bottom left, I just stuck with it for the rest of them. And I'm not sure how long this is, but it's pretty long. I would say it's at least 14 inches maybe. So yeah, that gets you far enough away from all the crap here to not have to interfere with it and get your ratchet on. But I mean, work with what you got, I guess. That's pretty much it. The torque was 24 foot-pounds on these booster ones, and I'll see if that fixed my problem.